And we're live here with American Mech and me, and he's gonna do the opener, even though I started us off a little bit. Go ahead and give us an opener, American Mech.
Yeah, I know how we do with American Mech, how we all doing that. What is the show? We like to talk about video games, we like to talk about a bit of everything that's going on in life. It's like, for P versus Florida, everything. We all talk, what's going on? How we all doing tonight? What's going on, Chad?
Yo, I'm doing good, and just like listening to a bit of our last podcast, doing some clips out of it. So we did an hour podcast last time together, and I was just like looking at the best parts of my favorite parts, and just clipping them out and taking little cuts out, and like I figured I could upload those as another video, so we have more and more videos up on YouTube or something, and it's like that might get us more views or whatever. Views, do they matter? I think it's like really the fact that more people see it, then the more people find out about it, and then there's more people that can relate to our shit, and they can become entertained by our shit, and then we can take them to where we're going with all of this, which is to the max. We're going to the max. Max in life, max in time, max in everything. We're
That's
maxing
like
out.
I said before, man. Like, we just gotta get this thing shooting. We gotta get it going. We gotta get it, like, rock and rolling.
Yeah, man, we're only getting started. This is like podcast number one. This is like podcast number like we're always on podcast one, but really we're on like podcast like 20 something. I think we're on like episode like 21 if I think or something like that right now. Uh
We're almost to our 50th podcast, but yes,
nah,
we're
dude, we're
getting
definitely
close.
we're definitely getting there though. That's going to be our We're doing 50 podcasts for series 1. That's what I said. Is it we're doing 50 for our first series, 50 podcasts for the 50 states of the United States of America. God bless the USA. God bless everybody out there listening. I am Chadwick Eisman. That's American Mech. He's the guy that
You
does.
know it.
He's been doing all kinds of things, from his taco trucks idea to his cartoon idea, drawing ideas, and then he's doing dirt biking as well. On top of that, hot sauce.
Well, I will be doing dirt biking this underground right now, but I'm kind of gonna get it fixed
Yeah, I'm
up. You
saying
know
that's like
how it
one of your
is.
top. I say that's like one of the topics that we're talking a lot about together. Is that for me? I got like what? How many topics do I have? I basically don't even have any topics. You're more of an interesting person than me, in my opinion, on this podcast, dude. I'm just here talking about my like. What am I got? I got some print stuff. Like I
You
made
know
these.
what?
I made these
One of
designs.
my
Like,
biggest.
um,
You made all the designs. I kind of want to see,
yeah,
and I kind of want to do is like save up money and like get like a professional spray paint my dirt bike. It's like doing cool shit with it, and just like wow, he's got all this like alien shit on it, like making the alien dirt bike, and like being sponsored from our podcast, and me just going with the dirt bike, just some races,
and then
making money for our podcast and doing stupid stunts.
do some like, and then you can also be like a sponsor when once you get sponsored, you can become a sponsor and you can sponsor your own hot sauce bottle brand or something like that. You'd be like, yo man, I'm American Mech. I'm a dirt bike professional, and this is my hot sauce here. Check it out. It's flaming hot. You gotta open the cap. You gotta pull on the two wings or whatever. However you do it, you just like make little like fun commercials. That's what I like to do. Is
And, you know,
I like that idea myself. I like the idea of like making commercials. It's just fun to me. Like talking about products and like being like kind of like an advertiser, marketer kind of person in a little bit of a way. It's like this is what I'm doing with my stuff. It's like, yo, come to my site, visitors751.com, and buy my shit, people. It's like actually it's pretty awesome. Some of the stuff that I've been making lately is on my for designs is is zodiac signs and horoscopes. Like I don't know if you're familiar with that. Different, like I'm a Gemini. Do you know what your zodiac sign is?
I don't know. What is the zodiac? I never heard that till
Oh,
now.
really? That's ridiculous. What month were you born in?
April.
I think you might be a Gemini too. Well, it was late April or early April. Oh no, you would be a
Now I
Taurus.
mean my birth. I'll give you the full thing. It's April 17th.
I think you'd actually be a Taurus, which is you're like a bull. That's what you would be is like there's like zodiac signs and each there's 12 signs of zodiac and there's 12 different things that you could be and each zodiac sign has like its own like character that comes with it for when you were born. And if you were born in the year, I believe that you were born as a Taurus, which would be a bull, which is like freaking awesome because the bull, it's like a nice looking, like strong character. It's like I don't know if you've ever seen. Have you ever seen bullfighting before, man? Where like somebody like has like the red flag and like
Um,
what?
no, I never saw a bullfighting before. And
No.
one thing I will say about myself, I've always wanted to ride a board and see how I do. Is like,
Yeah.
just like, I'm not letting go of you, bitch. Let's go. Come on.
Bro,
I got you.
I've been on one of those bull rider machines. Have you ever seen those? Have you ever seen those before? The bull rider machines. They like
No, but I've always wanted to because like I always wanted to try to like a real board, being like, you're my bitch. I got you.
oh man,
Come on.
bull rider machines are a ton of fun, man. They're a ton of fun because like they have different
I just want to do it
settings.
for real.
They have different. Well, both are freaking crazy. But I'm telling you about the machine that I was on. It's like they keep turning it up. At first, it's like really easy. You're just going like this, like back and forth. And then after a while, I'm about to move my chair back because I don't know. I might go a little crazy. It's like, like yeah, and like eventually you just go flying off. There's no way to stay on unless you're like a professional at the thing, which is like most people who ride it think they're professional until they do it, and then they're just like, "Shit, that was harder than I thought it was gonna be." Like I was, but yeah, it's like balance and like,
That's the one. That's the one thing you should know about me, man. Like when I'm getting aggressive, like going on a sport or whatever, like who has best time? Oh, it's gonna be me, baby. You can't let go of me. I'm beating your ass. Come on, I'm winning.
I feel like you as a dirt biker, you kind of are used to like having your legs like tight on the. You're actually like kind of more used to it. It's like you're used to like dealing with that kind of stuff, so you might actually do pretty good on a bull. Yeah.
I think so too, but at the same time, like, when it came to dirt bike riding, like I was trying to do a few tricks in the air and then try ooh, the lanes and shit like that. Just dirt biking and I almost fucked my lanes up 3 times. They tried to flip my bike and whatnot, but it wasn't like long enough, so I kind of fucked up and hit my head. But I was kind of like, you know what? Nah, whatever.
Yeah, we talked about
I
that
didn't make
last
a
time.
concussion. I done everything right, so you know what? I kind of feel good. You know what I mean, dog?
Yeah, man, that's you're ready to go and get that dirt bike fixed up and see you riding soon. So, what are you thinking? What are you thinking we're gonna do in this podcast? Because we didn't do our drawings. I'm gonna mention. I was like, I was like, Mech, we should do these drawings. I challenge you to do these drawings. We should get them done, man. And then we were like, we're just gonna do the podcast because we just feel like talking. And we neither of us got our drawings done, but yeah. So what do you? I mean, like, I got a challenge for you. I got the three hot sauce bottles on top of a table or on top of a something. Just instead of doing the drawing this time, let's just talk about how would you imagine yourself? What would you imagine that drawing to look like? Explain to the audience what you would have drawn if you had drawn it, basically.
What's the 3 hot sauces bottles?
Yeah.
As in like
Just imagine
my 3 designs.
imagine something crazy that you would do, I guess.
All right, one kind of like having like the feathers, the wings, like on the side, just like whoosh, 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 whoosh. With his wings on the right side and left side, like
Wings.
the mystical creature from Jersey.
Oh yeah,
And we all know him. It's Mothman.
Yeah,
So it's like
Mothman.
one of them, yes, I will kind of draw that shit kind of how it's going to be, and then
The
the
Mothman
alien
wings.
one.
Yeah, you're like you're into Mothman. I remember we talked about Mothman before.
Yeah, man,
Moth,
I'm trying to make a Mothman bottle because,
that's
like,
cool.
I remember I tried looking into it, I couldn't find it again, but I remember growing up, like, I could just find shit. It's like all about him, and
Hmm.
something about bridge and Jersey and whatnot, like the Jersey Devil, it's really what they call it. They used to call it lost tapes
Hmm.
on what you could find, but I was gonna find it one day, and I don't know. But yeah,
Yeah, it's a cool. The Mothman. What does the Mothman even do? He's like he just flies around. What can the Mothman do? Because he just has like wings. Is he like strong? Does he have like muscle powers or something? Like what's his? Does he?
that's a weird thing. Like he was like a butterfly almost. Like he would just like chill, chillax, and like
He's just
I
got
remember seeing
wings.
like this one video where this one car was like driving, like holy fuck, what is that? And, like then it's like breaking down a little bit,
Yeah.
driving, and like the thing would be flying, and
So he's basically just a
no,
normal. He's a normal man with moth wings. He's just trying to live his life with wings,
yeah,
and people are like, "Oh, damn, there's Mothman."
it kind of makes me kind of wish like I was kind of wish I was like the mutant. Have you watched Ninja Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
It makes me wish I was kind of like them in a kind of way to see what like what my mutant would be. Seeing like, oh my goodness, I got you fuckers. Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. I picked this up like at a. I got this at like I think a garage sale a while back, just for like 50 cents or something like that. It's Donatello. I never really watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that much, but it's kind of cool because he has the purple like headband, kind of like my alien character. So it's like they both kind of look kind of similar a little bit. They're both green, and yeah, this dude's kind of cool. Uh, Same box is all beat up now, but yeah, this is Donatello, the Ninja Turtle. So I randomly had that to share. I finally had something cool to share. Oh, what happened? All right. Well, thoughts? We still doing good over there?
Oh shit, my friend's here.
All right. Mex got some food. Yo,
Hold on, I'm just gonna.
if you want to,
It
you want
might
to,
is kind of showed as less there, so
yeah, you got some Chipotle.
I think so, bro.
All right. I can keep talk. I can just keep the talking going while you're getting that food. If he's is the delivery person there.
Oh, I just kind of gotten a. Oh yeah, I want to double check.
All right.
I'm gonna see.
American Mech
Man,
is
keep talking, bro.
yeah.
I got you all
I'll
day,
keep
bro.
trying. I'll go on my own little rant about food and tacos and Chipotle. Man, Chipotle is solid because they pack their
I'll be
burritos.
right back.
They pack their burritos all the way up with when I go to Chipotle. I like the barbacoa. I think that's how you say it. Barbacoa. A lot of times they actually like correct me because I say it wrong. They're like, no, it's this is how you say it. But yeah, so I always get basically like the same thing there, even though there's like 5 or 6 different options. And I get the burrito, and I get in line, and there's like how it works there is there's a whole line of food that they have like a grill behind them where they're grilling up the meats and everything. And then up front, when you get into this line, and when you're in line, They have you choose what you want. They say, do you want a burrito? Do you want a salad? Do you want a taco? And I say I want a burrito. So they pull out the burrito, the big the sheet of whatever the bread thing, the burrito roll, and then they say, "What kind of meat do you want?" I say the barbacoa. They slap that in there, and then you get to go down this line and look at all the different vegetables and all the different beans and everything. And they're like, "Well, what do you want on it?" And you just kind of point out, like, do you want tomatoes? Do you want beans? Do you want guacamole? Do you want lettuce? Do you want
Yeah.
rice, brown rice, or some other rice? I pretty much just tell them I want every single thing. I'm pouring my like, do you want this? I'm like, yes. Do you want that? Yes, 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 yes. And I end up either shutting the burrito. It's just like this is basically how it looks in their hand. It's like this big when they finally end up shutting the thing and making it for me because I just get everything on it. And yeah, that's my go-to for when I do go to Chipotle. It's been too long, and Mech, you're pumping me up there. Did your Chipotle come?
No, it's not. Apparently I fucked up and I didn't grab it in time or whatever. They took it back. So
Hmm.
yeah, fuck me.
What did you get?
I,
What's your order? I was just talking about my order and like what I like to get. Do you want to talk about what you're getting or something while you're here again for a minute?
I was trying to get like mac and cheese and shit like that, but yeah.
Mac and cheese. That's like the order that you got. It's just the mac
So
and
I don't know.
yeah.
I want to double check one
All right.
more time.
Mac and cheese. I did not even know Chipotle had mac and cheese. That's uh that's a new one for me. I also didn't know Chick-fil-A had mac and cheese, which is another new one for me. And I like mac and cheese. I personally like mac and cheese that's homemade with my own cheese and noodles versus using the packet stuff because I was actually reading about the packet mac and cheese recently and how they make the cheese for the box stuff, especially like the craft stuff. They use a lot of like these they use this machine that grinds up the cheese, and a lot of these like plastics get into the cheese. And there's this whole lawsuit going on. I don't know if they solved it or if it's still going on, but where they didn't say that it was in the ingredients, but there was a lot of these plastics going into the food, and it's causing a lot of damage to especially young children who are eating this box mac and cheese. It's causing kind of like them to lose, especially young men. They're losing like their testosterone and stuff from eating Kraft mac and cheese. I used to eat Kraft mac and cheese. Like I didn't know that when I was eating the Kraft stuff, but
I mean, you know,
yeah, what's up?
yeah, nothing.
Yeah, okay. Kraft mac and cheese is it's good though, even though it's like there might be some plastics in Kraft mac and cheese is what I was saying. How they make the cheese, like I was reading that they how they make the cheese with Kraft is that sometimes plastic gets into the cheese mix when they're making the Kraft mac and cheese, and it was like there's this whole lawsuit against the Kraft company because of that. So I've been eating this stuff. When I do get boxed mac and cheese, I get Annie's boxed mac and cheese, which is supposed to be like organic and it's supposed to be a little bit more healthier. Um, and it's just as good in my opinion. It's really good stuff. Is the Annie's mac and cheese, but mac and cheese. I Mac.
Right.
I didn't know. I didn't even know Chipotle had mac and cheese, man. So you're gonna have to.
That's why it's a Wawa, I think.
Oh, you got it from. You might have gotten it from Wawa. I know Wawa has mac and cheese, which is Wawa's from Pennsylvania, where I'm at right now. That's where they came from, and now this small little company is grown out of Pennsylvania, and it's going all the way across the East Coast, all the way up down to Florida, where Mech is, and that's pretty damn awesome for a business to have grown like from something small to something big, kind of like what we're doing with our podcast here and what we're doing in our lives here. Me and Mech, we're starting out small and we're getting big. Yeah.
Fuck
uh,
yeah, mate. Like me and our podcast, we're gonna go big or go home. Like literally, dog. I'm gonna be the next Rob. Rob Dyrdek. I've been like the next 10, like me and you is going to hang our podcast. You need somebody cool to cool shit with like my dirt bike. Like, I'm down. I just gotta measure shit out. Like, I gotta be like, holy fuck.
Hmm. No, I don't know who that is. Is he like a dirt bike podcaster or something? What's up with that guy?
Rob Dyrdek?
Yeah.
You never heard of him?
No.
Fuck, man. He was a skateboarder. He went from skateboards to doing crazy stuff with cars and
Huh.
I don't know. I'm kind of be like the opposite of what he used to do.
Hmm. Nice. Was
So
he like?
yeah,
Was he like? Did he have like a TV show or a movie or something? Or how do you know about him?
he's already got a show. He's got two shows. One called Run Big, one called Rob Dyrdek, and now his new one. I can't remember his new one,
Yeah.
but it's like a comedy thing that he's doing right now.
Hmm.
It's cool as fuck.
Nice.
Like just him and this one big black dude. It's like, and then they become best friends, and
Hmm.
yeah, it's just really cool.
That, yeah, I mean, being from my area, the big skater people. I mean, I know Bam Margera was huge for skating, and he's got like his own skate park and stuff. He's got all kinds of things going on right now with the. I've seen him in the news recently. Like he's got some like drug problems going on or something with possibly crack cocaine or like smoking crack. Like I hope he's he gets away from that if that's really what he's into. I don't know. News is just the news speaks a lot. The news talks a lot about people, and a lot of the times what they're saying is completely different from the real story. So I'm not gonna comment too much on his life or like I only saw like a clip or something or like a small little snippet of him them saying that he was doing crack cocaine and going crazy and whatever. It's, it's, so, but he's Bam Margera is known for like the Jackass movies. Your screen name is Jackass, and like a lot of people in this area of Pennsylvania just really enjoyed the Jackass movies, and a lot of skaters in my area.
And that's why I kind of go upon them because, like, bro, like, I really want to make like another movie just like Jackass. It's like for my old PA friends, it's like just chilling, hanging out, doing stupid shit, and being like, oh, fuck yeah. Like
It looks
me, you and them, me and the next Jackass, like, bro, we can literally be them easily.
it is for it's easy to do dumb shit. I agree, but it's really do you have the balls to do it? And it takes I don't know. It's just like looking at what they
I
did. I
know,
don't
bro.
yeah.
Have you met me? Like, growing up, my older brother, like, him doing stupid shit to me growing up, like, bro, like, come on.
Yeah, I think what it was for the or for the Jackass movies is that they were the first to film themselves doing crazy shit, and that's why they became. They're like a lot of people after them were inspired by their film and tried to do what the Jackasses did in their movie, and they never were able to get like like a good movie going from. Well, like you see it all the time, like on different like you might be on like Facebook Reels or something like that, and like watching funny clips of people doing stupid shit, but the original was like the Jackasses in the Jackass movie, and that's why because they were first, they got like a lot of like the big like the big views and uh the big like attention overall for being like the first, which is great. We're kind of like what we're doing. We're the first. I think we're the first at something. I don't know what we're the first at exactly, but I think like what we're doing here is the first of something big, whatever it could be, and it might just be something or nothing, whatever. I'm having fun doing this with you, and regardless if it gets big or not, this is just fun for me. I like to come on and talk and like be on a podcast and like put my voice out there and say who I am, and I think it helps a lot of people who are listening out there. They can relate to me and American Mech, and they see us and they're like, oh well, those guys This guy's kind of living life. They're like me. They're like we're trying to bring some like goodness and some like good energy to the world when we do these podcasts, so that we can lift up the spirits and lift up everybody out there and make everybody feel like they have a better life ahead of them as we do. You know, it's like we have to keep that positive mindset as much as we can, American Mech, so that if we can keep a positive mindset, and it's hard to do, you know, sometimes like you might call me and I might be like, dude, I'm not even answer the phone because it's like I'm not in a good mood. If I answer the phone, we're just gonna have a bad podcast. It's like there's no
You know
point
what?
in.
I've had, and remind me of that. Like we've had a conversation like that. Like, you know, I told you I got laid off and blah blah blah. Be like, oh fuck me, man. I
Yeah,
just really don't feel good and blah blah blah. Like, we both just had like our kind of fair shares. We're kind of
yeah,
like, I feel like shit today. I don't really feel like talking about it. And
exactly.
like right now, that's kind of we talked before like a podcast. We like, love it, man. You're cool as shit. You're dope
Yeah,
as fuck. And
when we come on
we
here,
used to
yeah,
smoke
we're bringing.
weed.
Yeah,
We used to smoke weed, chill with our buddies, and trying to think from even being in PA where he's at right now. I'm not surprised he was chill with Mike, but I don't know, chilling with like my buddy Mike and my other Mike, and I want to say their last names, but like shit.
yeah, the two mics you're talking about, I know those mics, good mics, and our buddy Mike's, without saying their last names, because sometimes people don't even like want to be heard of on the podcast. They're like a lot of people, they're like what we're doing right now, being on a podcast and showing our faces. A lot of people are like, it's like to them, it's like they want to do it, but they're afraid to do it. Basically, it's or they don't want to do it because they think it's stupid, which is the other alternative. And I agree. I mean, like, what are we doing? But I'm having fun. I'm just doing this because I'm having fun, and like, I think it's fun to talk to you and like doing it online like this. It's like we're bringing entertainment to the world, and we're making the world a better place by entertaining the world and making somebody it gives somebody out there could be listening to this and like they were otherwise what were they going to do with their time if they weren't listening to this podcast? They were just going to listen to some dumb shit, but at least we're providing fun shit and like good value, talking about dirt biking. People can relate to that. People love dirt biking. That's a huge sport. Mech got cut off there at our podcast actually. Some technical issues and issues among other things, which we do not need to actually go into here. But I'm gonna cut that portion out because like something happened there. But so it's everything's good with Vic. He just had something happen with stuff. He's getting his food and everything. So I'm gonna close out this podcast. I did a lot of the talking in it, and we are the Pedal to the Metal podcast. Pedal to the Metal.io coming sometime soon, possibly. Coffee's got me going. I'm still talking. I did a shit ton of talking this podcast. Had fun. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all soon. Today is June 24th, 2023. Enjoy. Peace out.